Sometimes it rains in paradise, but what's really interesting about this clip is if you notice the plastic container on the side there with the little pump and nozzle, yeah, that was our shower. You are very restricted in your water use, and showers are just not a thing you get to have, which, you know what, it wasn't that bad actually, because you do spend a lot of time in the water. But we ended up taking a shower once, and basically this was us just shampooing ourselves, jumping in the ocean to rinse off, and then huddling together as tight as we could to be sprayed with this tiny little nozzle and that bit of water that was in there. So that was as clean as we got, but you know what? It was okay. The sights completely made up for it. On that note, one of the most incredible sights, and I will never forget this, was the night that we spent on the open ocean. We were leaving the San Blas and we were crossing into Cartagena. This was gonna be about 32 hours of a crossing. That night, we had such a clear sky. It was something out of a fairy tale. You would look up and you could see the Milky Way. I mean, clear as day. You could see the Milky Way from one end of the sky all the way across to the other. We saw satellites going by. I think we saw Jupiter. I mean, it was just mind-blowingly clear. And then the best part was you look down and the bioluminescent plankton is sparkling in the waves as they're crashing by the boat. If there was a cinematic Disney-like moment of my life, that was it. It was so magical and so beautiful. I recommend this journey just for that moment alone. Sparkling, glowing ocean underneath you and a sparkling diamond sky above you. You don't see things like that every day, and it was one of the most monumental moments for me on that trip. When you're out on the open ocean, you tend to start looking for land, right? And you feel like your eyes are playing tricks on you, like you're seeing a mirage, like, is that land? Is that it? Like, what's that? And eventually you do see it, and it's kind of this relief, like I'm so ready for this motion to stop. Because let me tell you, a lot of our crossing was really calm, but there were definitely parts where we had some massive waves, and I have never gotten seasick in my life. I've never had motion sickness, anything like that. I can tell you that Dramamine saved my life. Because I got so close to getting sick and throwing up. If it hadn't been for that, I don't think I would have made it those 32 hours. But yeah, Dramamine is magic, so if you're gonna do this, make sure you take some. Throwing up and vomiting, it becomes kind of a normal thing. I distinctly recall a moment where one of the guys was getting sick next to me over the designated throw up ledge, because there is such a thing. I'm just patting his back as I eat my dinner. It was just such a normal thing, and you feel bad for everyone who's not feeling well and not able to enjoy everything fully. But that's just how it goes. We were finally making our way into Cartagena, which was, you know, the start of another adventure. So it was exciting in that respect, but at the same time, it meant that this adventure was over. It was a very, very overwhelming and sentimental moment, because you had just shared memories with these people that 5 days ago were complete strangers, and you knew that you were never gonna forget them, and you were never gonna forget the memories that you share and the times that you've shared on this trip. Honestly, I highly, highly recommend this journey for anybody. It was such a life-altering thing for me. It just puts you incredibly outside of yourself. You're disconnected from the world for those 5 days. However, on that note, I will also say make sure that your mom knows exactly when you might be getting back, because as we pulled into the harbor, we got a phone call on the boat that my mom was freaking out about us not having gotten there earlier. So that was really cool. So I felt like the adult that I am. So thanks, Mom, thanks for that. But now we had gotten to Cartagena, and that was the start of a whole new chapter. But that's a story for another day. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this, and subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and join me next time.